welcome back to my channel. It's been quite a while. I have a very exciting video today. As you can see, I am barefaced, a little bit pink because I did just do my skincare, but I've been getting in quite a lot of makeup in press drops lately. So what I wanted to do was actually do a first impressions and show you a whole load of the makeup that I've actually received from various brands, and then do a first impressions and actually do a full face of makeup with all of it. So a couple of things in here are things that I've actually bought as well, or been given as a gift by my mom or a family member. And then I've got a whole load of different press drops worth of makeup. Some of them go as far back as July, because I've got a couple of things in here from the MAC press drop, just so I can actually demonstrate stuff for you guys on camera. But look at this goodie bag full of makeup to play with. So I'm going to start with the eyes, because obviously a lot of these products are new, and the one eyeshadow palette that I've got here, I don't know if it's going to have any fallout. So from eyes, I was sent a whole load of different things. So from Pixi, I was sent 2 of their endless shade sticks. I have the shades Copper Glaze and Matte Cocoa. Both really beautiful. Well, I like cream eyeshadow sticks. They are so easy to use. You can blend them out with a brush, with a finger, and they're really travel friendly. So I really like those. I'm not going to use them today because I have tried them out. I was also gifted an Extreme Lashes Glide Shadow Long Lasting Eyeshadow Stick in the shade Mahogany, which is a matte shade. It's a lovely rich brown. I prefer browns on my eyes. If I'm going to use them for like an everyday kind of thing, I like different shades of brown. Love that. Also use that. I'm not going to use that today. I was gifted a whole load of the new Revlon cream shadow sticks as well. I was gifted 3 of their mattes. They are called Colorstay Velour sticks, and I was gifted 3 of their shimmer ones, which are called Glaze sticks. So in the Glaze sticks, I have Lustre. It's like a pretty champagne shade. I was gifted Sequin, a beautiful shimmery silver, and Rosé, which is kind of like a, oh, Rosé is beautiful. It's actually kind of like a duochrome. It looks like a brownie red shade, but it has a bluey green shift to it. The matte velour sticks, I was gifted Cashmere. It's kind of like a nudie brown, which I think I might actually start with. Peacock, which is a beautiful teal, and Cordovan, which is like a beautiful plummy purple. I was also gifted an eyeshadow palette from Wet n Wild. It is called Cosmic Collision. I'll show you guys the colors. They are beautiful. Oh, these are stunning. One of them actually just kind of looks gray, but it's almost like a light lilac-y gray shade with a purple, pinky purple kind of duochrome finish to it. It's really pretty, and I like the fact that they've got 2 transition colors there. They've got a black, a grey, and then the rest are shimmers. So they've actually got 4 mattes and the rest are shimmers. And I actually have their old Comfort Zone palette, the original one. It was with the old layout, and the only thing I didn't like about that palette, I loved the colors, I loved the quality of the shadows. They did not have a matte shadow. So I'm very excited to try this. And then I've actually got some eyebrow products. I'm actually not too sure what this is from Wet n Wild. It doesn't actually say it on here, but it is like a brownie kind of looking gel or pomade, and it says brunette. So I'm going to assume it's an eyebrow product. And they also gifted me their ultimate brow kit. So it's got some, I haven't even opened some of these, goodness me. So the kit actually has 2 powders, a wax, a little spoolie with a brush on the end, and a little mini set of tweezers. Really great for travel. And then I got 2 brow products from Revlon. It is 2 of their brand new Colorstay brow lights. I have the shade soft brown and dark brown. Each of them has a little brush, and then each of them also has a crayon. It's quite a thick one, but it's mostly matte with a little chunk of shimmer on. So I'm very keen to actually try these out because they're very unique. But let's get started on doing a bit of an eyeshadow look. And I think I'm going to take the Revlon Colorstay Velour Stick in the shade Cashmere. It's quite like a neutral brown, and I want to just take it all over the lid. I'm going to take this all over the lid and just blend it out and use it almost as like a kind of a primer. It's actually such a perfect shade just to start off your look with. And I know that these are the Colorstay lines, so I know that they're going to set down and not budge, but I will dust a little bit of powder over once I've done this, just to make sure everything blends seamlessly on top. She really did a nice job at evening out my eyelid. I also have another eye product I actually forgot to mention. This was sent quite some time ago. It was in June. It was sent by MAC. It is part of their Powder Kiss Soft Matte Eyeshadow Collection. And it's the shade So Hot right now. But I know I have mentioned this in a previous video, and I know that I've mentioned it on my Instagram. So it's a beautiful burnt orange corally color. It's really stunning. Also received in my Elizabeth Arden gift with purchase bag, I was sent another mini of the Grand Entrance mascara. So I might, depending on how dramatic we decide to go, I might actually do a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes just to balance everything out. And then I purchased on the Urban Decay sale a new eyeliner, one of their 24/7 glide on eye pencils. I had the shade Alkaline. I ended up getting the shade Love Drug, so it's a lot more purple, whereas Alkaline is more of like a plummy mahogany brown. This is like a proper purple and it has shimmer in it, so I might use that if I do a makeup look that works. So I think I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Cosmic Collision palette, and I'm going to just use that top transition color on the crease. So that is the transition color. It's actually a beautiful warm brown. I really like that. I'm going to take some of the other transition color, that darker shade. I'm going to use that just on the outer half of my eye. Just a little tip, guys, if you are looking for a brush that will really blend color out on the edges, I recently purchased on the Urban Decay sale 2 new eyeshadow brushes. One was their eyeshadow contour, it's the E211, which I actually applied the darker transition color with initially. I like that I can get it really precise. I'm not going to get it blown out too far. And then this, it's called The Finger, the F110. It blurred out the edges of that color and diffused it with no effort whatsoever. Oh my gosh, this brush is an absolute godsend. I'm going to take the two of the Glaze sticks from Revlon. I'm not going to be using the silver. I'm not really a silver gal, but I'm going to try that at another point. And I want to take the shade Rosé on the lid, and this is that beautiful duochrome one. I actually don't even know how to get this to show up to you guys, but maybe you can see it on the stick here. So I'm actually going to take that all over the lid, and then I'm going to use my finger brush to blend it out. Oh man, that's really, really friggin' pretty. Revlon, you geniuses. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but can you see that shift? It goes on kind of that color, but it has this beautiful bluey, greeny, purple, like mermaid shift to it, and it is exquisite. I have been sent 4 different primers. Wet n Wild sent me their Prime Focus Primer Serum, Hydrating Serum. It is this beautiful pinky shimmery kind of serum. Looks very hydrating, and it is water-based with rose water and green tea extract. Refines and nourishes, it preps and primes skin for extended makeup wear. Sounds amazing. And then Revlon sent me all three of their brand new primers. So they have Prime Plus Perfecting and Smoothing Makeup and Skincare Primer, Complex Infused with vitamin B5 and hyaluronic acid. This is the mattifying and pore reducing. Complex Infused with artichoke extract, salicylic acid and AHA. And then the final one is Brightening and Skin Tone Evening. And this is complex infused with lemon extract and vitamin E and C. I think I might actually take a little bit of the Wet n Wild one and just pat that in and see how that sinks in. And then I'll choose which one of the Revlon ones are going to be the best bet. So, this smells delicious. I'm gonna just put a few drops of this on just to really hydrate my skin. So that is really nice. It really does just feel like a serum. I think I'm actually going to go with the Prime Plus Brightening and Skin Tone Evening from Revlon. Oh, I like the texture of this actually. It feels kind of like a moisturizer. I don't know if it's exactly evened out my skin tone, but it has added that little bit of sheen from the goldy color, and I think that kind of blurs everything a bit. It felt really nice on the skin. I have been sent 3 different foundations. I was sent first off the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. Sent the shades 120 Vanilla, 125 Natural Rose, and 140 Golden Beige. I'm currently using 125 Natural Rose. Very impressed with that foundation. L'Oreal is really good with foundations, and that one has not actually dropped the ball at all. It's incredible. I was also sent some new shades of the Revlon Candid foundations. So you guys know I love the Candid foundations. They're beautiful. The finish is stunning. And when I have a collection like mine, and I don't have one of the most extensive collections, I just have a pretty decent one. I battled to finish a foundation, yet I finished my Revlon Candid foundation. It is so, so good. They've recently expanded their shade range, because obviously the shade range they brought into the country was not the full one, and they've sent me 3 of the new shades. They sent me 260 Chai, 300 Dune, and 360 Cashew. Now I've actually used Chai a couple of times, and I think it actually might be an even better match for me than the original one. I think it was 200 Sand or 200 Nude, I'm not too sure what the name was. Then I was sent the foundation I'm going to use today. I was sent the brand new, get them up, Wet n Wild Photofocus in the dewy finish. So if you guys have read my blog, I have used and loved the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. I actually finished them up recently, and then I didn't repurchase because I knew that they would be launching the dewy, and I wanted to wait for that rather. I loved this foundation. It did have a bit of a painty smell, but once it dried down, that smell went away completely. It's very, very affordable, and it's actually one of the most highly read posts on my blog for some reason. I'm not too sure exactly what it is, but everyone wants to read reviews on the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundations. So what better way to add to that than review the dewy one? They sent me 3 shades. Now I'm not sure if the shade range matches the shade range from the regular Photofocus foundation. One would think so. It's just exactly the same foundation, but it's a dewy finish. They sent me the shade Nude Ivory, which is light neutral, Soft Beige, which is light medium warm, and Golden Beige, which is medium warm. I do have a warm undertone to my skin, so I remember with the original Photofocus foundation, I went for soft, I think it was Soft Ivory and Soft Beige, so they were the warm undertones. So I have Nude Ivory, which is light neutral. I'm going to give that a try, but I do remember the Soft Ivory, I think it was still too light for me, so I did have to mix it with one shade up, which was the Soft Beige. So I'm going to just mix these 2 together. So as you can see, it's definitely a dewy finish. Now I do have combo skin. So dewy finish might not be ideal for me, especially going into summer. I really wish they'd launched this at the beginning of winter, but COVID, so that's probably what delayed everything. But I am going to just do some concealer. I'm going to dust it lightly with a bit of powder. I'm going to use the Catrice Glow Illusion Loose Powder, so it won't give my face that really flat matte look. It'll still keep some of its glow. So I'm really, really liking this Wet n Wild foundation, and I'm not usually a big fan of dewy, but it doesn't look, I let it sink in for a little while just to see how it would settle. So it's been settling for about 5 to 10 minutes now. I don't like how some dewy finish foundations look like you've motorboated a bag of slap chips, basically. You look greasy. This doesn't look greasy at all. This just looks really, really fresh. Looking in my mirror, it looks even better than it does in the camera. I do notice it's not as full coverage now that I've blended it out, so I am going to have to just conceal my spots there. So let me just do that first. I'm going to just use some of my L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. And then I'm going to use my Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Concealer. I didn't get a new concealer in any of this, I'm afraid, so I do have to just go in with some oldies but goodies. And then I'm going to set my face with some of the Catrice Glow Illusion Powder. I just want to set under the eyes especially, but I also just want to kind of dust it across the face. I don't want to go in with any other powder face products on an unset face, because it can cause them to skip a little over the skin and then they don't blend as nicely. I've sent a number of different face products recently. So first of all, bronzer. I got sent a bronze highlight and blush palette actually from Pixi. It is their Summer Glow palette in Sheer Sunshine, and that's what it looks like. So it's got this beautiful blush shade here. That's actually more of a blush shade than a bronzer too. It's got different shades of bronzer. These are both matte. These are both matte, and then everything else is shimmery. So like a shimmery bronzer, and then 3 highlighter shades. Really beautiful palette, really beautiful product. I have used it quite a bit, as you can see. I've really been enjoying it. The quality is great. It blends out very, very nicely. I was sent 2 new bronzers from Revlon. I was sent the brand new Revlon Skin Lights. I got 2 shades. I have the shade 110 Sunlit Glow, 120 Gilded Glimmer. Gilded Glimmer I'm not going to open because that's definitely not going to actually work for my skin tone. I think I might pop that into a giveaway, which I will hold at some point. But the 110 Sunlit Glow Prismatic Bronzer looks beautiful, so I'm definitely going to use that on my face today. This is what the Sunlit Glow looks like. Oh, this bronze is beautiful, guys. It's got that bit of glow to it. This is going to be a really, really top bronzer for during summer. I can already see. I'm going to use the heck out of this. Really like that a lot. Then I also got sent some highlights. So I was sent a cream skin light highlight from Revlon. It is the shade Gold Light 210. Now I have set with powder, but I am going to try and apply a little bit of this. And I have set with powder, so I'm going to just take a little bit on my finger and see how it blends on. That's a very nice, soft, natural highlight. It actually is going on surprisingly nicely over the powder too. It's not going patchy, whereas often applying a cream product over a powder will cause it to go patchy. I'm not going to go too much of it because I do want to use the powder highlights as well, but I really like that. Then I was also sent 2 of the contacts of the Skin Lights Prismatic highlighters. So I have the shade 202 Twilight Gleam and the shade 203 Gilded Dawn. Now as you can see, Gilded Dawn is very, very darkly yellow, but I think if you go in with a light hand, that could actually still work for a lighter skin tone. And it's beautiful, but because I've got so many highlights, I'm going to put that with the Prismatic bronzer towards the giveaway. And then I got one from Wet n Wild as well. I got their blush lighter, and it's the shade After Sex Glow. So I'm going to use this blush, but I'm going to use the Skin Lights highlighter. Now it is a blush lighter, so that is a very glowy blush. If you don't like a glowy blush, you probably are not going to like this, but it is pretty. Very pretty. Perfect for summer. And I really, really like it. I like both matte and glowy blushes. They each have their place. And I'm going to take the Revlon Skin Lights in Twilight Gleam. It's like a kind of champagne-y, oh, look at that. Like I don't even want to touch it, it looks so pretty, but I'm gonna use it. It melts into the skin. So I don't know if it's just because I'm applying it on top of the cream or what, but it doesn't give a very definite sharp stripe on the face. I mean, you're going to be able to see me from space, but it looks like it's really, really blended into the skin. Oh man, this is pretty as well. Oh, I'm going to try one of the Revlon Colorstay brow lights. So I'm going to use the soft brown. Let me just try and blend that out with the little brush. Oh, this brush is nice for blending. Look how soft the front of my brow goes with that. I'm actually really impressed with that. Like I said, I don't think it's a brow product for people with very thin or very sparse brows. I'm just taking a cotton bud to tidy up any edges. But I mean, it's very quickly applied. And I'm going to finish up my eyes quickly and then we can move on to lips. I'm going to take this palette again and I'm going to take that top transition color just along my lower lash line. I'm going to just take that Revlon velour stick in Peacock and I'm going to actually run that all along the lower lash line. Actually going to take that Wet n Wild Cosmic Collisions palette and a bit of that shade there. Slowly going to just apply it to the outer part and drag it inwards a little bit. And I think I'm actually going to add a little bit of the Elizabeth Arden Grand Entrance Mascara just on my bottom lash line. So I've actually had quite a few lip products come in. I had the 3 Elizabeth Arden lip protecting sticks, the sheer tints come in the shades Coral, Rose and Cabernet. From July I had the 2 Powder Kiss liquid lip colors come in from MAC in the shades Burning Love and Devoted to Chili. I've been wearing these loads. In fact, in my July favorites I actually wore Devoted to Chili. I have 2 red lipsticks that came in. I have Elizabeth Arden Beautiful Color Moisturizing Lipsticks in Red Door Red. Classic red lipstick, which is gorgeous. I have the Catrice Demi Matte lipstick in Rouge La La. Also a really bright red. I have 3 of the Empowered Signature Liquid Lipsticks from L'Oreal. I have the shades Armored, Discovered, and Prepared. I have a Wet n Wild MegaLast Stained Glass. It is a lip gloss, but it leaves a stain behind and it's bright pink. This is the shade Heart Shattering, so as you can see it is a vivid pink. I also have the Pixi LipLift Max in the shade Sweet Nectar, which I adore. It's a really beautiful corally orangey gloss. And finally I have a Catrice Dewy Full Lips Conditioning Lip Butter with shea butter. It's also quite a bright pink shade. So I decided to just quickly finish drying and straighten my hair before I carried on. And I think I'm actually going to use the Elizabeth Arden Lip Protectant Stick Sheer Tint in the shade Coral. See, how beautiful is that color? But I really like how that actually pairs up with the eyes. Nice little bit of shine, but it has a little bit of color, not too much. And this is also fantastic for summer because it has SPF 15 in. I really love the fact it comes in 3 shades. I think this one might be my favorite though, the shade Coral. So guys, that's the whole look. I hope you guys really enjoyed this first impressions. I would like to do a full face of some of these different brands, so let me know if there's a specific one you'd like to see first. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!